Hello and welcome to One More Present. I am LAKSHAYA and I'm an intern at LEXIS and Co. I'm a third year law student at New Law College, Pune, and the topic of the day is Dowry Debt and Indian Judiciary. As the video is very long, it will be in parts. This is the first part of the video and it goes: women have a lot of responsibilities which they have to play to be considered as a part of the society. There is not even a bit of respect given to the women in the same society. I'm referring to dowry, which is often the root cause of evil in many cases which arises after marriage cruelty. One of the most prominent cases in India for dowry is the dowry death. Today, we shall learn in brief about how dowry death is tackled by the Indian judiciary and what are the remedies available to us. Dowry deaths are acts of violence committed by husband and his family against a lady for the purpose of extortion of presents and other items required from time to time. The unnatural death of a recently married lady, which is crucial to women's status in Indian society, has evolved with time. Although harassment and cruelty have remained consistent to some extent, the state is responsible for protecting women from this social evil. The government has passed numerous laws prohibiting dowry, including the Dowry Prohibition Act of 1961 and others. Certain penal measures were added in the response to the recommendation of the 21st Law Commission report. The government and non-government organizations have undertaken a number of education and awareness programs with the goal of lowering the rate of dowry death. Section 304B, Dowry Death, Section 498, Cruelty by Husband or In-laws, Domestic Abuse, and Section 113B, Presumption as to Dowry Death, were inserted in the Indian Penal Code around 1986 to eliminate the dowry death problem. Marriage is a social institution which is recognized as a civilized social order where two individuals capable of entering into a union have pledged themselves to the institutional norms and values and promised to each other a very strong bond and sustain and maintain the marital obligation. Dowry refers to the transfer of parental property when a daughter marries. Dowry is monetary or gift payment made by the bride's family to the groom's family upon the marriage. Cash, jewelry, electric appliances, furniture, crockery, cutlery, a car, and other home items may be included to assist the newly wedded couple in the beginning of their life adventure. Dowry is an old custom, whose existence may predate written histories. Dowries are still anticipated in many regions of the world and are occasionally used as condition that, if not met, the marriage will be annulled, especially in Asia and North Africa. The practice of dowry has become so ingrained in Indian society that it has become a societal hazard, too entrenched and diabolical to be challenged by reformers and legislators, despite the fact that the efforts to eradicate the dowry practice date back more than a century, and it has likely become the most worrying social issue in the last 2 decades or more, as seen by the rising violence against women stemming from dowry-related issues. The Dowry Prohibition Act of 1961 was the first national legislation on the subject. The statute has a variety of preventive and penal elements, but the objectives have not been met. As one might expect, the failure is owing to the fact that the dowry practice is too well entrenched throughout all cross-sections of society, not just because of few flaws in the law, but also because of the government's failure to enforce it. Because government authorities do not enforce the law, no action is taken in these cases, and people are unaware of the law, despite the fact that the legislation and the judiciary continue to provide support, and the situation does not change. This was part 1 of the video. Please stay tuned for the part 2.